Hey guys, so this is going to be a really long video, so I'm just going to try to speed it up. Today I'm going to be reading to you Diary of a Wimpy Kid Hard Luck by Jeff Kinney. I love him. He's such a good book author, and I love all his books. Shout out to him. Probably not going to watch it, but yeah. Shout out to you. Yeah, let's read it. March, Monday. My mom's always saying that friends will come and go, but family is forever. Well, if that's true, I could be in it for a rough ride. I mean, I love my family and all, but I'm just not sure we're meant to live together. Maybe it'll be better later on when we're all in different houses and only see each other on holidays. But right now, things are just a little dicey. I'm surprised Mom's always pushing the family message since she and her sisters don't really get along. Maybe she thinks if she keeps repeating it to me and my brothers, then we'll come out different. But if I was her, I wouldn't hold my breath. I think Mom is just trying to make me feel better about my situation with Rowley anyway. Rowley's been my best friend ever since he moved into my neighborhood, but things have really changed between us recently, and it's because of a girl. Believe me, the last person in the world I've ever thought would get a girlfriend is Rowley. I thought I'd always be in the relationship, and Rowley would be the guy everyone kind of felt sorry for. I guess I've got to give Rowley some credit for actually finding a girl who likes him, but I don't have to be happy about it. Back in the good old days, it was just me and Rowley, and we hung out and did whatever we wanted. It felt like blowing bubbles in our chocolate milk at lunch. Then that's exactly what we did. But now that there's a girl in the picture, things are totally different. Wherever Rowley is, his girlfriend Abigail is too. And even if she isn't there, it seems like she is. I invited Rowley to my house for a sleepover last weekend so the two of us could spend some time together. But after about 2 hours, I gave up trying to have any fun. And when the two of them are in the same place, it's even worse. Ever since Rowley and Abigail got together, it's like Rowley doesn't even have his own opinions anymore. I was hoping this would have blown over by now and things would be back to normal, but there's no sign of this ending anytime soon. If you ask me, it's already gone too far. I've started noticing a little changes in Rowley. Like the way he combs his hair and the clothes he wears. And I guarantee you Abigail is behind all of it. But I'm the one who's been best friends with Rowley all these years, so if anyone has the right to change him, it's me. I just don't get how you can go from being someone's best friend to getting kicked to the curb. But that's exactly what happened. During the winter, me and Rowley stored up some snowballs in our freezer so we could have a snowball fight when the weather got warm. Well, yesterday was the first nice day we've had in forever. But when I went over to Rowley's house, he acted like he was too good for me. The thing is, I can honestly say I've been nice to Abigail, but she doesn't like me. She's been trying to drive a wedge between me and Rowley ever since the two of them became a couple. But whenever I try to bring the topic up to Rowley, I get the same thing every time. You're just jealous. You're just jealous. I wish I could give Rowley a piece of my mind, but I can't because I'm depending on him to get through the school year. I have Mr. Blankley for English, and he makes us turn all of our assignments in cursive. But it really hurts my hand when I write in cursive for too long. So I've been playing Rowley for one peanut butter cracker ever baked that he transcribes for me. But I have to start writing my own assignments. The handwriting on my homework won't be the same as before, and Mr. Berkeley will know. Blakely. So I'm stuck with Rowley, at least until I can find someone who can write exactly like him and who also likes peanut butter crackers. But the biggest problem with this Abigail situation isn't the English homework. It's the walk to school. Me and Rowley used to head in together every morning, but now Rowley goes over to Abigail's neighborhood and walks to school with her. This is an issue for a couple of reasons. For one, me and Rowley have a deal where he's in charge of scouting ahead for dog poop on the sidewalk. And that arrangement has saved me a bunch of times. There's this one dog that really has it in for me and Rowley. We have to keep our guard whenever we pass by his house. He's this really mean Rottweiler named Rebel. And he used to get out of his yard and chase us on our way to school. Rebel's owner had to install an electric fence to make sure he couldn't get loose. Now Rebel can't chase us because if he takes one step out of his yard, he'll get a shock from his collar. Ever since me and Rowley found out about Rebel's electric collar, we've been having some fun with him. But Rebel figured out that as long as his collar doesn't cross over the property line, he won't get shocked. Okay, so that's all I can read right now, because, never mind. It's 6 minutes. And if I didn't have Riley watching out for me, I definitely wouldn't have stepped on one of Rebel's landmines by now. And the other reason it stinks that Riley isn't walking with me is because with the school year winding down, the teachers have really been loading us up with homework lately. That means I have to take almost all my books home with me every day. But my body's not built to carry that kind of weight. But Rowley is practically like a pack animal, so it's no problem for him. Unfortunately, Rowley is as willing to help Abigail with her books, which makes me think the only reason she's even with him is to use him. And as Rowley's good friend, I find that a little hard to take. Tuesday. I figured out a pretty good solution to my book problem. This morning, I borrowed the roller bag Dad uses when he goes on trips, carrying all my school stuff with no sweat. I was able to make pretty good time, too, but that's partially because I walked a little extra fast when I went by Mr. Sandoval's house. Before a snowstorm, Mr. Sandoval always puts poles in the ground on either side of his driveway, so the guy who plows it knows where the pavement is. The last time it snowed, me and Riley plucked the poles out of Mr. Sandoval's yard and started horsing around with them. But I guess we didn't put the sticks back in exactly the right place, because when the guy came to plow Mr. Sandoval's driveway, he was off by about 10 feet. Mr. Sandoval has been waiting for me and Rowley to show our faces in front of his house again so he could have it. But I'm not ready for that conversation just yet, especially not by myself. Mr. Sandoval's not the only danger between my house and school though. Ever since they started doing construction on Grandma Street, we've had to take a detour on the walk home. And that brings us right by the woods where the Mingo kids hang out. I don't exactly know a whole lot about the Mingo kids. I've never seen any of them in school, so for all I know, they just live in the woods like a pack of wild animals. I'm not even sure if there are any parents or grown-ups in the whole Mingo clan. I've heard their leader is this boy named Mickley who always wears a tank top and a belt with a gigantic metal buckle on it. One time, me and Raleigh got too close to the woods, and one of the Mingo kids came out to let us know. You come near our woods again, Mickley's gonna get you. I'm still not sure what he meant by that, but if Mickley's belt buckle was gonna be involved in any way, I didn't want to stick around to find out. Now that I'm walking home on my own, I have to cross to the other side of the street when I get near the Mingo's woods. It wouldn't be a big deal except there's no sidewalk over there, and that can't be good for Dad's roller bag. Mom noticed I've been hanging out with Riley. I haven't been hanging out with Riley lately. She said I shouldn't get too worked up over it because most friendships from childhood don't last, and that me and Riley will probably grow apart over the years anyway. Well, I hope that's not true because I think it's important for me to keep my childhood friends so that later on someone can appreciate how far I've come. I'm not sure Mom's qualified to give me friendship advice anyway, because guy friendships are totally different from girl friendships. And I know because I've read almost every single book in the Slumber Party Pals series. Before you judge me and say these books are for girls, let me just explain the only reason I got into them, because one time I forgot to bring a book for silent reading, and only books the teacher had were in Slumber Party Pals series. And you've read one, and once you've read one of them, you can't stop. There must be something like 100 books in that series. The first 30 were pretty good, but after that, I think the author started running out of ideas. The Slumber Party Pals number 87. Lindsay loses a mitten. That was a picture in the book. Anyway, in the Slumber Party Pals books, these two friends are always getting into fights with each other about little stuff. You used up on my purple lip gloss because I knew you wanted to wear it to the roller rink. Well, you only wanted to wear it because you knew Jesse would be there. But after a while, things would always cool down and the girls learned the true meaning of friendship. I'm sorry I used all your lip gloss, and I'm sorry I kissed Justin at the roller rink. Wait, what? And that's basically the plot of every single book in the Slumber Party Pals series. Well, that might be the way things work out with girls. But I can tell you firsthand that it's not the way it works with boys. For boys, things are just a lot less complicated. For example, let's say one guy breaks something that belongs to another guy, but it's totally an accident. Well, 5 seconds later, everybody's moved on and things are pretty much back to normal. I don't know if that means guys are less sophisticated than girls or whatever, but I do know that the way we do things sure saves a lot of time in an interview. Friday. I hate to say it, but Mom's prediction about me and Riley is starting to come true. Ever since Abigail and Riley got together, Abigail has been sitting at our lunch table, which is all boys. I already mentioned how she's not a fan of the chocolate milk bubble blowing thing, but there's a lot of other stuff she doesn't like either. One of them is the 5-second rule. All the guys at our table agree that if you drop a piece of food on the floor, that's as long as you pick it up within 5 seconds, it's still okay to eat. A new twist some came up with recently that if you grab a piece of food off the floor when you're not the one who actually dropped it, you grab food off the floor even if you're not the one who actually dropped it. I've lost 2 chocolate chip cookies and a fudge stick that way already. This new rule has caused some other problems. Yesterday, Freddie Harlahan ate a piece of ham off the floor because he thought Carl Dumas dropped it. But it was actually there from the group that had lunch before us. It might have been there before that because Freddie started to feel sick and ended up in the nurse's office for the rest of the day. Something tells me that they don't have a 5-second rule at the table Abigail used to sit at, or probably any of the other girls' tables either. Another thing, I bet they don't have French fry Fridays. They serve burgers in the cafeteria every Friday, but the meat is gray and tastes like a wet sponge. Plus, they serve sweet potato fries now instead of regular French fries. But Noah Tiango's mom works part-time in the library, and every Friday she brings Nolan a cheeseburger and fries from the fast food place on the corner. Nolan eats his fries, but he always lets the rest of us have whatever falls out into the bag. And I've seen kids practically come to blows over a few cold French fries. We decided the only way to prevent someone from getting hurt is to split the French fries up evenly. So we brought in Alex Ardoa to divvy them and give everyone an equal number. The rest of us keep an eye on Alex to make sure he's not taking any extra for himself. Some kids that are there ate all the French fries at once, but I nibble on mine real slow to make them last as long as possible. But no matter how many French fries we get, it's never enough. Today there were only 3 French fries in the bag, and we had to split them in 10 ways. Okay, so that's all I can read you because I didn't read anymore. That was 26 pages in 17 minutes. I will see you guys tomorrow because I've never had a video this long, and I'm really excited because I really want to become famous or just at least get a couple more subscribers. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and there will be a part 2 to this book. Okay.